What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from The Quartering. I hope you're having an absolutely wonderful day. Interesting situation going on right now between Elon Musk and the CCP. If you followed the channel yesterday and any other channels that cover actual news, you'll see that there was a Department of Energy report that came out that further agreed with the idea that this, the coof came from a certain lab and, came out via leak. Now, here's one interesting thing is people aren't talking about whether or not it was on purpose. I certainly hope not. There's no evidence of that, but sometimes your mind just goes to a dark place. That said, the Department of Energy came out to also agree with the FBI and a couple other organizations that this is the most likely thing that happened. And people like Stephen Colbert and the far left were having absolute meltdowns. Elon, of course, has been critical of, well, just about everything around the coof, including the poke. And now, apparently, the CCP has warned Elon, which is essentially a direct threat because of his Tesla business there, to stop sharing the report stating that the coof came from them. This is going to be an important, really, really important thing here. When you look at his Twitter lately, he really hasn't been that controversial. In fact, many people, even my videos on Elon don't do as well as they used to do. But what's interesting is I don't see, unless he deleted it, I don't see him sharing that report. So they must be talking about Twitter. They must be saying that he's got to maybe suppress it on Twitter. I'm not really sure because I see him talking about, ChatGPT, rocket engines, ChatGPT. He's been pretty active on Twitter, I suppose. But I'm not exactly sure where they're saying that, oh, well, he's sharing this information. So he must be interested. He must be talking about that. Yeah, by the way, there is something weird going on with the notifications for tweets on Twitter, of course. But yeah, I don't really see him sharing it. If he had a tweet, it was, not that big a deal. He's mostly been talking about AI. So I'm guessing that they're talking about having it suppressed on Twitter. Potentially. That's just my guess. From the Global Times, Musk, are you smashing China's pot? You can see in the past 2 days, another absurd incident has occurred in the American political scene, seeing that so-called, quote, spy balloon incident failed to smear China. So they're basically saying, well, China never did that. I mean, they literally said, in case you find, please return to China. But that's neither here nor there. Those political forces of the United States are hostile to China and once again hyped up the rumor that the new coof was leaked. It's just that their actions this time have exceeded the scope of normal human understanding. Because in order to frame Chinese scientists, they have magically made the U.S. Department of Energy, a government agency in charge of energy issues, go out to deal with the new coof, the traceability. This is their message. Although even American scientists and virologists despise their politicians for their political interference and even distorting science under the hype of America's Wall Street Journal and a group of American right-wing, anti-intellectual, and anti-China media, and under the instigation, right-wing conservatives and the United States Republican Party, who control the House of Representatives, are eager to gain support and attention attacking China. Even Elon Musk, the boss of Tesla, a well-known American electric car brand, is now involved. Now, this is a direct threat towards the Tesla business in China. You see, Elon needs to decide whether or not he will be censored by the CCP. I mean, this is going to be pretty interesting. I'm not sure. Tesla stock obviously would plummet if they couldn't sell their cars in China. That's a big business for him. But Twitter is obviously also a very big business. It's interesting to see, or it's, perhaps frustrating to consider just how collared it seems like Elon has to be on Twitter in order to not destroy his other businesses. Between, he says something bad about Tesla, the stock tanks. He says something bad about, Twitter, people freak out. He lays off people at Twitter, people freak out. Anything he tweets or does, somebody gets offended. Some, Saudi oil maven gets offended. Now there's like other, there's all sorts of insanity going on tied with his tweets that it must really suck. And you see here at CNBC. Okay, so again, Rivian didn't do so good. Rivian posts mixed fourth quarter and underwhelming EV production outlook. Well, they have one car that's really nice. Anyway, a Chinese-run state newspaper issued a warning to Tesla CEO Elon Musk after he shared a report. He shared reporting on the U.S. Department of Energy's, quote, low confidence assessment that everything came out of the lab. The idiom of "do you try to break China's pot" is an idiom for "to bite the hand that feeds you," Yoon reported. Tesla has an expansive factory campus in Shanghai, and China is electric vehicle manufacturer's second largest market. The Department of Energy concluded with low confidence that the coup began where we all thought it would, but sources familiar to the matter stressed to NBC News that the conclusion was not viewed as hugely significant. The FBI reached a similar conclusion at a moderate confidence level 2 years ago. The governing Chinese Communist Party has been highly sensitive to the matter, especially as it courts outside investment after months of zero-coup lockdowns prompted nationwide protests, CNBC's Eunice Yoon reported. It's interesting. I'm not sure where, here's the actual tweet. So all he did was reply to a tweet. He didn't even share it. You see, this is, of course, Dr. Anthony Fauci funded GOF research in Wuhan. He lied to Congress about it, and now both the FBI and Department of Energy have concluded that the coup originated there. Does that mean Dr. Anthony Fauci funded the development of it? And then Elon says he did it via a pass-through organization, EcoHealth. This was yesterday, receiving 75,000 likes. I wonder, it's probably worth in real time here to see if he deleted that, because that wouldn't be awesome. That wouldn't be an awesome thing to see. So I'm looking right now. He says he's talking to you. So I was looking before. I really hope he didn't. And honestly, even the tweet isn't really talking about the potential leak, but it is talking about, Fauci and things like that. As I look for this, we opened up 50 more spots in our Roaster's Choice program, which will be linked in the description below. It's for coffee heads. It's super ultra small batch, different grower every single month. So you get coffee from all over the world. And you'll love it. If you're a coffee head, definitely make sure you pick up one of those spots. They'll definitely fill up today. All right, so I actually found it. Thank goodness. And I thought for a while, though, that Elon had deleted it, but it was due to the time zone thing. It was showing a different date on the screenshot than the tweet was actually showing to me here in America. So here's the tweet. Dr. Anthony Fauci, of course, funded this stuff. Does that mean that he funded the development of the coup? And here you still see Elon's tweet is still here, and he did it through pass-through organization EcoHealth. Hodgson says, so many people have been deplatformed for saying this over the last couple of years. Yeah, really, Jon Stewart was kind of the guy that came out and did that. Now, he stands tall currently, but... Oh, that's why I didn't see it. I got sick of seeing... Why is this muted? What the heck? Why would it be muted? Coof, maybe? I haven't even looked at my muted keywords. Dang you, Twitter. So anyway... Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if he deletes this tweet or he buries it, which is a common tactic. It seems like There's a lot, it's not uncommon for Elon to go total tweet storm. The Tesla stock obviously is probably going down today because if they have any questions, with China. But it's interesting to see. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Certainly, this is a threat, in my opinion. And everyone wants everyone to be quiet. I wonder why that might be. And if you were interested in the Roaster's Choice program, I'll leave a link in the description below. We have almost 200 reviews of members, current members, and we have an average review score of 4.9. These reviews are, and there's a different batch every month. So you'd want to sign up for that before the spots run out. This month, I'm not sure exactly. I think it's from Kenya this month. I get them mixed up. But yeah, if you're a coffee head or you like to have a little nicer stuff around, check out our Roaster's Choice program. You can get it in ground or whole bean and reserve your spot today.